Love for some of us has never been simple. It can be very beautiful, but also feel fragile and unpredictable. When someone we care about starts to pull away, even just a little bit, our bodies start to race, so to speak. We feel trapped in this cycle of, am I doing too much? Am I not enough? I knew this would happen. And this is not us overreacting. This is our body remembering what it felt like when love wasn't consistent, when the connection had to be earned and you can't really trust that it would be there. This is called anxious attachment. This attachment style happens pretty early on, and typically when a child has a caregiver who is hot and cold, right? So the child learns to chase that connection and try to anticipate any shifts before they came. And these behavior patterns don't just go away in childhood, they follow us to adulthood. So we see these same things in adults, um, someone with anxious attachment will still scan for those changes in tone, or if a text message comes in too late, spaces in affection. And it's not necessarily because we are insecure, it's because we're looking for security. We're looking for something to prove that we are secure and that we're okay in this relationship. Because again, back to childhood, those relationship dynamics, we cannot trust that we were always safe. And this can look like several different things. A couple being, chasing someone who we see maybe withdrawn from us, or interpreting someone's calm demeanor as them being cold, saying I'm fine while you're not fine. You're actually panicking a little bit on the inside. And I do think for people who have these type of attachment styles, it can be overwhelming and tiring, but I just want you guys to know that it doesn't mean that you're too much or you're weak or anything. It's just that your body is literally looking for safety. You're looking for consistency and validation. And there was, a time in your past where this was very crucial. You depended on someone to show you that love and consistency, and they didn't. And so we get stuck sometimes in these loops. In friendships, this can look like overgiving, people pleasing, you feeling like you have to keep everything together so no one is upset or feels left out. This can also look like someone that is searching for validation. But I think what we're really searching for in these states are consistency. So when you do have that surge of panic, when you feel like someone is pulling away, it's not irrational. I mean, it may seem that way in the moment to the other person, but it's really just memory. It's your younger self still hoping for love and hoping that it won't vanish like it did before. Healing begins when we can see the panic for what it is. It's not a flaw, but a frightened child asking for reassurance. And when we meet that part of ourselves with gentleness um, and understanding, something can shift in us. So if you do find yourself in one of these panicked states because you feel like someone you care about is pulling away, I think it's important to just stop, take some deep breaths. You can acknowledge the feeling that you're going through, and just let yourself know that you're safe in that moment. Remind yourself that you are safe. And you could probably also ask the person, for instance, if it's something like they're not next to their phones and so they're not going to be able to text you right away. Maybe you can ask them to let you know, like, I'm about to be busy for however long, I'll get back to you. I think that that can be helpful. And if you just keep practicing these things and being aware of how you feel what's happening, what's actually going on in the situation between you and the other individual. And the more you practice clarity, the more your nervous system will learn that, love can be calm, predictable, and safe. And once you get to this place of healing and understanding that you can love someone else or love other people without losing yourself in these people, you can still be your own individual. That is all I have today. Thank you guys for listening.